Over here is the voltage range monitor. When this is first powered on, it's going to read out the nominal system voltage, which is normally going to be in the 240 range. This is 236, 237 volts, which is fine. So what we want to do with this device is program it so it shuts off when the electrical system hits a high power threshold and a low power threshold, which is also known as brownouts. When the power goes above 240 volts, it can reach a dangerous level that can damage electronic circuit boards and electronic components. When the power dips low, it can burn out motors. So there's a safe window to operate within, and this unit will allow you to program that window. So the first thing we want to do is set the cutoff at a high voltage or over voltage condition. And the way you do that is you just press this mode button and it'll take you to the option to set a over voltage cutoff point. And there's two schools of thought. One is use the manufacturer's suggested voltage range, or you can program it based on 10% above and below nominal voltage, which is what we're going to do here. But you have the option to program this from 90 volts up to 300 volts. So you can set your own range. But in this case, like I said, we're going to use the 10% above and below the nominal voltage level. So we hold the mode button. 10% above would be 264 volts. So I'm just going to program this to 264. So now the cutoff point is 264 volts. If the power level ever gets up that high, we'll shut power off to the condenser and save the electronics. Next mode is going to be the low voltage level, or the brownout level, where we cut off power. So we're at 210 volts. 10% would be 216, so we're going to program up to 216 volts. So now we have our window set. Low voltage at 216 volts to prevent damage from brownouts, and at the higher level, 264 volts to prevent against over voltage events. The next thing you're going to want to do is set the delay for having the equipment shut off. So once we reach one of those thresholds, high or low, you can set the delay between 5 seconds and 60 seconds to shut power off. So we're going to set that, right now it's at 9.6 seconds. I'm just going to move that up to 10 seconds. So that's set. And then the next one is when you turn power back on. You can set a delay before power is restored to the condenser, and that is 0 to 600 seconds. So I'm going to set this up to 180 seconds, which is about 3 minutes, so we won't run into a short cycle situation. So now you're all set with the programming part of it. There's also an event log, which is the last mode. We don't have any events recorded at this point, but this is where you can store up to 300 events. And you can determine based on the readout and the storage when you've had power related problems, either at the low voltage level or the high voltage level. And then to save those settings, press the mode button for 2 seconds and you're good to go. So now we have the surge protector powered on, and the voltage range monitor set to the specifications that we requested. And now we're going to close the panel and we are good to go.